Y'all know what time it is. We are all boarding the hydration station and I am in the front row, let me tell ya. And you can see them cucumbers in my cup. Cheers, I hope you're having a good day. Ugh. God, what the? Oh no, I touched my lip gloss and it's so sticky. You know when you're like, oh, what's the worst that could happen? Well, apparently the worst that could happen happened to these people on their wedding day. Caterer tried to poison my flower girl and ring bearer with almonds on the hors d'oeuvres. Oh my god. Hors d'oeuvres platters? Okay. I said no tree nuts anywhere due to their allergies. She didn't care. Oh my god. She didn't care or she totally forgot. Thankfully, their mother was smart enough to keep them away. Thank God. Then, same caterer put raspberries in my wedding cake. I'm allergic to raspberries, okay? I think it's the caterers. Yes, I was trying to be optimistic. I'm allergic to raspberries. Cake was supposed to be blueberry and lemon. She took it upon herself to add raspberries to the berry compote. Was she trying to kill you? So I went into, oh my god, you ate it. So I went into anaphylactic shock at my reception. Thankfully, I had relatives there who are doctors and were able to administer, oh my god, an EpiPen, I'm assuming, and made sure I could still breathe. Nevertheless, the caterer still ruined my wedding reception. I was out of commission for for 5 hours that night, missed everything. Pictures ruined. It took 3 days for the swelling to go down on my face and throat. Only reason I'm still alive to tell the tale is because I had relatives present who are doctors and were able to save me. The reception was held in a remote location in Vermont, too far away from a hospital. Oh my god. So if it hadn't been for my family and their kids' EpiPens, which they almost needed because of the same caterer's carelessness with the appetizers, I wouldn't have survived my own wedding reception. Oh my god. This is a lawsuit. This is a massive lawsuit. That is terrifying. And your whole day gone. You're truly lucky to be alive. That is so scary. I'm sweating. That made me sweat. Nobody showed up at my wedding. You got stood up by your guests at your wedding?
Pathetic.
Me and my husband invited over 50 people and a lot of them said they would be there. Besides the wedding party and family, only 3 friends showed up and everyone left right after the cake was cut. Oh my god. Oh, that's so sad. You got ghosted. You got stood up. You're up there with your wedding party at the altar. You got family in the front row. And then all the empty chairs, 50 chairs, just 3 are full. I'm so sorry. I would have filled a chair for you. My son, the ring bearer, and his dad got in a wreck on the way to the venue. Not what I wanted to hear, as I was getting a whole bunch of hairpins installed for my fancy updo. The stylist overheard that conversation and brought me some wine. Kid and dad were fine. I was like, ma'am, are you just gonna breeze past the part? Are they okay? Kid and dad were fine, other drivers were fine. They were only a little late and everything else went off without a hitch, but damn. Your son got in a car wreck, completely snapped me back to reality. Your heart would sink. The wedding is just fluff. Family and marriage are serious commitments that are worth making and keeping. Oh my god. I would need more than just wine. Can you imagine hearing that? You're getting ready for the most exciting day of your life and it's like my kid just got in a wreck. Like your heart would be on the floor. Worst nightmare for a parent. I can't even imagine. Glad they were okay though. Not my wedding, but I officiated a wedding where the bride's grandfather died in the bathroom minutes before the ceremony was supposed to start. Ended up doing chest compressions until EMS arrived and then rolled up to the and then rolled up to officiate and tell my silly little jokes while the family actively repressed their emotions because they did not tell the bride. Oh my gosh. I need to think about this for a sec. I don't know how I feel about that. Main question of the day, you guys. Question, all right? Everyone, I need your answers. Do you or do you not tell the bride? Let me know what you think. I see not telling the bride. I understand because at that point, unfortunately, he's gone. What happened happened and there's nothing that can change that. So they're probably like, let her enjoy this day and we will tell her tomorrow, I guess. I understand that. But also I understand as the bride wanting to know that information also. Oh, that's really, really tricky. That is really, really tricky. What do you guys think? We had a huge Italian style dessert bar served after the cake. Oh, I can just picture it and I bet it's beautiful. I was too busy dancing, talking, and having fun to make it over to the desserts. My mom asked if I wanted anything and she would make a to-go box. I said yes. Cheesecake. Good choice. We'd be friends. That's all. Just cheesecake. It's my fave. Shortly after, my mom tells me it's all gone. My cousin comes to tell me goodbye, holding a dessert box. We chat, telling me how much fun she had, how great the food and dessert was, then says the cheesecake was amazing. You should get some. She opens the box to show me 4 slices of cheesecake, along with a ton of other desserts. I asked her if I could please have just one slice. She said, no, it's mine. Should have gotten to it quicker. I begged her and explained that it was my favorite dessert. She said no and promptly left. Girl, I'm telling you right now, I would have grabbed a piece. I would have just hands in the box. Just wouldn't even see it coming. Fucking swipe or no swipe and just. My mom picked a fight with me at the reception because I didn't invite her extended family, but I did invite my stepmom. Good thing it's not your wedding. Family that she had only recently reconciled with and who I didn't know. Meanwhile, stepmom is a decent person who was married to the man who raised me, so she's an automatic invite. Besides, I was having only 24 guests in total. Oh my God. My mom looked like she had a lemon in her mouth during the wedding until she started arguing at the reception. We had actually fought about this a lot during the engagement, so I think she just came to make a scene. Anyways, I asked her to leave and proceeded to have a blast. I have not voluntarily spoken, oh my God, to my mother in 13 years. I mean, Mom, what's done is done. We've already argued about it. The day is here. We're in it. They weren't invited. They're not going to be invited now. Arguing about it is pointless. She's trying to ruin the day. I'm happy you didn't let her. My mom fell down the stairs while trying to hand out boutonnieres before the ceremony and ended up breaking her foot. Oh my gosh. Ouch. She toughed it out and pretended that she was fine because she was afraid it would ruin my day. It broke my heart when I eventually found out, but damn, do I love my mama. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Bless her. I feel like my mom would do that too. I really do. She might have even told me, but I think she would have rallied and said, it's all good. I'm gonna just sit in this chair. I'm gonna elevate it, get some ice from the bar. It's all good. I feel like my mom truly would do that for me. Moms can be great, you know? Getting married hours after I found out that he'd slept with another woman, because at that point I felt like, I mean, what do I do? Not get married is the correct answer, but I did. Well, as long as you could admit it, because I was about to say, well, that's an obvious answer. You know, I'm trying to picture myself hours before I find out that man slept with another woman. There ain't no way. There ain't no way I am walking down that aisle to you. You don't deserve me in this dress. But I understand the weight of that day and the weight of the planning, the money, the family, everything. And maybe in your head, you're probably, I mean, you wanted to marry this person, obviously. You're probably like, maybe the marriage will fix it. A squirrel started eating the cake before the wedding even started. A squirrel. I never even thought about that. Outdoor weddings, birds, squirrels, bugs. There are so many things to consider with a cake and open food. A squirrel. And then you can't eat the rest of the cake, right? Because squirrels are freaking gross and probably carry a lot of diseases. For a long time, I wanted a pet squirrel. That's a different story, but like genuinely, I want a pet squirrel. They're so cute to look at. They're really gross, but they're like so cute to look at. DJ texted sometime during our vows that he wasn't showing up. Oh. A lot of other things went wrong, including a flash flood, hubby's car breaking down, my car keys getting somewhere dead bolted, locked inside of a hotel room that no one else was in. I still don't understand how that happened. I had a little breakdown right before the reception because I thought I wasn't going to get my first dance without a DJ. My husband and maid of honor wiped my tears and we headed into the reception to find our friends DJing. The reception collectively ended up being really special and sweet 8 years later, and we joke that we got all our bad luck out of the way that day. Smooth sailing sense. See, you know what? I love a happy ending at least. If your day had a lot of downs and a lot of worst case scenarios, I'm happy it was a positive ending. Honestly, if my DJ didn't show up, I'd be like on YouTube, top 40 playlist. Like, what do you do but plug in a phone, plug in an aux cord somewhere, have someone go buy a Bose speaker and just, I don't know, a cappella, karaoke night, baby. Realizing I don't love him as we danced our first oh. What prime time to realize that you don't love that person anymore. That like gave me goosebumps. I'd be so pissed at my heart. I'd be like, really? Heart? You couldn't have realized this about 10 minutes earlier? where I could have said I don't. Oh my God, now I'm gonna, oh my God, that just installed a new fear in me. I'm like, what if I marry Matt and during our first dance, Matt realizes I don't think I love her anymore. Oh my God, this just installed like the biggest fear inside of me. That is my biggest fear, you guys. And I've talked about that in a video and in an Instagram post. My fear is someone falling out of love with me, because obviously I've had past relationships where that's happened. I've, you know, there's been other people involved. So it's like, well, you obviously, not that it was my fault, but it's like people fall out of love or things like that. I'm like, oh my God. My biggest fear is that Matt will fall out of love with me. I'd be so sad. Love me, please. Two bees flew up into my wedding gown as my dad, myself, and my attendants walked across the grounds of the venue to the ceremony area. I screamed and immediately began pulling up the bottom of my dress as the bees stung me. One on my butt and the other in a more delicate area. Well, we all know what that means. So there I was, with the bottom of my dress pulled up over my head, oh my God, with my dad and attendants furiously looking for the culprits. To my horror, I realized the 3 photographers who were snapping photos as we walked kept taking pictures, although one did lay his camera down to try to help, which wasn't great either. Everything got sorted, but I walked down the aisle and got married with half my butt and that other area burning and hurting. Sure enough, when we got our wedding photos back for review, there were 5 photos of the whole wild scenario. I bet those pictures are hilarious though to have, as long as they weren't too revealing and like the photographer also has those images. I bet they're really funny memories now. Oh God, that would hurt. And you know what the worst thing is? I've been stung by a bee like 7 times my whole life. No joke, 7 times. And they're really itchy after. Like, it hurts when you first get stung. I don't know if you guys have been stung, let me know. But I remember they freaking itch so badly, and you're not gonna sit there on wedding night up your freaking dress itching your crotch and your ass. Oh, that would suck so bad. I think it's safe to say I will not be having an outdoor wedding. Who knows? I'm not even engaged, but there's a lot of things. Squirrels, bee stings. I remember there was grasshoppers in another one. I'm taking notes. I'm learning a lot here. All right, y'all. That's all I got for today. I'm getting out of here. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. And I'll see you tomorrow.